Hey there, Grubby Old Fur here. I'm doing a cryptid video on cryptid relationships. I'm titling this one Bigfoot Friends. Stories like this have been coming out for centuries. Stories come out told of human beings who have developed long-term friendships or more with cryptids, most notably Bigfoot. There are at least as many stories of Bigfoot creatures attacking people than there are of people befriending a Bigfoot. So don't let this skew you either way. It seems like the Bigfoot creatures are individuals just like everybody else. It's a hit or miss kind of thing. Before I get into this though, if you enjoy my content, it would really help me out if you could hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, share my content, and post a comment or two. Remember, I welcome your comments, even if you disagree with me. And check me out over on Rumble for my political commentary and weekly current events. If you enjoy a good book, check out my author page over on Amazon.com. My pen name is H.L. Anderson. You can find all of my books there. I've got 11 of them published, including 2 tabletop role-playing games. So, there you go. All right. Lloyd Pye elaborated on a story about an Alma in Russia, Kazakhstan, named Zana. In 1850, she was captured as a slave and became the village pet until her death in 1890. Her offspring, Alma human hybrids, they're still present in the village, her great-grandchildren. So yeah, I mean, the stories are there. I remember a story I heard years ago about a woman in the woods. Her house happened to be in a wooded area. She discovered several Bigfoot creatures frequenting her yard. She started leaving apples and sweetbreads on the steps, and the creatures enjoyed them so much that one of them showed up and sat with her several days a week. They didn't speak or anything, they just sat together on the porch. Eventually they developed a relationship that turned sexual. This lasted for years. I can't find the article anywhere, but it was somewhere in the U.S. I can't find the article. I looked. I heard a story about a hunter who encountered a pack of wolves, and they surrounded him, and he figured he was a goner. Then a Bigfoot came out of the trees and scared them off. It then followed him back to camp, evidently to make sure he was safe. So apparently it's yeah. At any rate, I remember another story out of Florida where a family began leaving apples, pie, and other treats out on their porch and ended up developing a friendship with a family of skunk apes. I recently heard a story about a man named Richard. He's a military veteran, an outdoorsman, a survivalist. He's a hunting guide. He lived in Idaho. He was out hunting mushrooms and encountered a Bigfoot. He was armed but refused to shoot the thing. He created an avenue for the creature to leave, and it did. The next day, near his fence, he found a pile of those mushrooms. Over time, he and his family would put food items, apples, etc., over the fence, and the next morning there would be more mushrooms. Eventually, they figured out that it was a family of Bigfoot creatures. One of his young sons got lost in the woods. One of the Bigfoot creatures carried him back to the house. Eventually, when Richard's wife began having health issues, the creatures went away. He does not know why. It is clear, absolutely and unmistakably clear, that these creatures have a social structure, communication, a sense of right and wrong, a sense of diplomacy and trade, and a sense of compassion. It also seems that their biology is so close to ours that interbreeding can occur. It makes you wonder if Lloyd Pye's theory on our shared but divergent history of evolution might just have some merit. Who knows? If you've not watched Lloyd Pye, he has a number of lectures on YouTube. You can find them. The one I really like is called Everything You Know Is Wrong. Go check him out. Lloyd Pye does some good stuff. I hope this finds everybody well. You folks have a good one. God bless one and all.